Hey, Brittany, thank you again so much. I hope you took a little intermission before you try to watch the second video. The setup is very much the same in terms of review and expectations and entering and sitting in the expectations, like the actual things themselves. They go right in that same spot over there. All right. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Intro to seismographs. There's a video. I'll include the link. Please play it for the students. Reminding everyone that the earthquakes we're going to be looking at are real, right? So we can have fun with it, and we're not trying to make everyone feel guilty for enjoying themselves, but these were real events. People lost their lives. All right, handing out new wire. They've already made this wire square once, but this time we get to make it twice. All right, so this is not properly measured. I'll have it measured and prepped for you. Every student's going to get 50 inches of wire. Again, goggles, because nobody likes getting hurt. First job is to fold this puppy in half. It is very much windy and curvy, but to quarter this thing is pretty simple. Edges together, here, and a crimp, boom. Hey, look at that. It's got a fold down the middle. Same deal. And to center. There we go. All right, end to center. Pinch it. Crimp it. Boom. Edge to center. Crimp it. Boom. Looks a little crazy right now. It's going to become a square. Needle nose pliers are super helpful if you want to really tighten that corner up and get it going the way you want it. Boom, boom. This is going to be the thing that's going to throw kids. A little bit of time twisting is really going to pay off. A little bit of time twisting is really going to pay off. So you start to get that square-ish shape. All right? It's not going to be perfectly square ever, but I can put in a little bit of work now. Wouldn't it be great if I bought straight wire, but where would the fun be there? All right, we're getting there. Johnny is my main man. It will not be perfect. It will be something else. Yeah. That's fine. Basically, it's going to become a little rough for this aspect, for making the two corners come together. This is going to be a little tricky, and students can struggle with this. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to fold one piece back. I'm going to fold the other piece back on itself and make two hooks. They can do this with their pliers or not, but what you end up with, boom, boom. All right. And then the crimping and twisting. I can't really see if you can see this right now. No, you can't. All right, so crimping and twisting. Again, I'm not wearing my goggles right now because I want to be able to see what I'm doing. But we need to be wearing our goggles when we're using wire. Boom. A little twist or a crimp or something just to get that thing not to come loose as quickly. This wire will not hold forever, but if students put a little bit of work into it, they'll get a better result. Sometimes I like to, I'm an adult, I got bigger fingers. Sometimes I like to switch gears and just go after it with my fingers. Ultimately, you get a square of a sort. Next step, taping down the corners. I'm going to walk you through the process, and then hopefully it makes more sense for applying it to the lesson. I'm going to tape down the corners. It is not a perfect square by any means, but it's something that we can use to get started. We can always sharpen and tighten and make it that much prettier another time. Boom. There we go. All right, getting the edges taped down. Boom, boom. Let me see. Next is going to be, we need to dive into the work here. Really straightforward. Where is that? There that is. Take my ruler. Take my pencil. At the 0 along the y-axis, really just try to line that up. Make a clean straight line so that we've divided. It's harder to see, but see, you've divided top from bottom. Boom. Then we have to segment. Segmenting into about 5 pieces. So if I'm looking at my x-axis, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got 12 increments on this one. Each one's going to vary. We just want to divide it into 5 pieces. I'll start with my center. Not even I will. I ask a student to start with the center. It's not going to be 100% perfect. It doesn't have to be, but it's going to be something. Boom. And heck, maybe this one. Boom. All right, 1, 2. They're not going to be perfect segments, but we can divide it into 5 pieces. So now I've got these segments above and below the line. Today, our focus is going to be above the line. I'm looking at my center piece, and I want to see what's happening. I notice on my center piece that I start high, and I work my way down, and I work my way back up. If students want to put the lines on here, they're welcome to. Doing every line is going to be tricky, but the general shape is going to be really helpful. Now comes the fun part. Getting that long wire, attaching it at the middle of the edge here. Boom. Actually, it's probably easier to do it across. Trying to get this thing to stay. It's going to want to slide around a lot once you've got it down, and that's all right. This isn't going to be perfect. It's going to be interesting. And then we want to use the needle nose pliers to mimic that shape, and that's simply pinch and twist to make it start. Find out how high you want to go. Twist it down, and harder to see, harder to see, harder to see. By twisting down, I'm trying to get you to see both. This is tricky. Here we go. Down at the bottom, give it a twist. I'm going to have you wait just a second, Maxie. Thank you for your patience. Boom. This is not going to be perfect, but it's going to be interesting. And this is where it really becomes personal interpretation, because we're not going to get it exactly like it looks on the seismograph, but we're going to get something that resembles a seismograph. We go through these steps, boom. We're getting this line across the bottom, trying to get these spikes. Already we see that we're going to need a really long piece of wire, like much longer than I use, to get the other side and do these crimps. I mean, really we can just run it out, and I'll bring some more wire in also. When you get to the other side, after you've done your up-downs, you finish that segment, you tether on this side also, crimp, crunch, make it fit. The two sections on either side are 2 other lines. So if it comes before the center, it's going to be towards the artist, towards the student. If it's section after, it comes after. So ultimately 5 wires on top. Probably won't get that far. Maybe we'll get 1, and that's okay. It's a solid start. Thank you so much. I know that these videos have taken too long. You're a trooper.